Water has so many problems or defects. It is an inorganic, transparent, tasteless, odorless, and nearly colorless chemical substance. It provides no calories or no organic nutrition. Then why something which is so deficient in so many things is everything for life on Earth? Let's find out. Everything regarding water can be summed up to two things. Number one, water is the miracle that was needed to start life on Earth. Number two, without water, life simply cannot be sustained, even after so many billions of years. Water is the main component of Earth's hydrosphere and the fluid of all known living organisms. It is vital for all known forms of life. It's in all living things, whether they live at the bottom of an ocean or in the driest desert. Water made life possible on Earth. Water is the driving force of all nature. About 71% of the Earth's surface is water covered, and oceans hold about 96.5% of all Earth's water. Pure water is the world's first and foremost medicine. Here's a list of some more interesting known and unknown facts on water. Fact 1. World Water Day. 22nd March of every year since 1993 is observed as World Water Day and focus on the importance of fresh water. World Water Day celebrates water and raises awareness of the 2 billion people living without access to safe water. It is about taking action to tackle the global water crisis. According to some studies, by 2025 an estimated 1.8 billion people will live in areas plagued by water scarcity, with two-thirds of the world's population living in water-stressed regions. The study further suggests if the current usage trends don't change, the world will have only 60% of the water it needs in 2030. Fact 2. Percentage and numbers. As said earlier, 96.5% of water on Earth is in our oceans. 68.7% of fresh water on Earth is trapped in glaciers, and another 30% is in groundwater. Just 3.5% of Earth's water is fresh. Up to 60% of the human adult body is water. Some studies show that 92% of our blood, about 83% of our lungs, 73% of our human brain and heart, 64% of skin, and around 22 to 30% of bones is of water. Fact 3. First creatures. The earliest life forms we know of were microscopic organisms, microbes that left signals of their presence in rocks about 3.7 billion years old. Sponges, these clusters of specialized cooperating cells, eventually became the first animals whose DNA evidence suggests evolved around 800 million years ago. Sponges were among the earliest animals. Fact 4. A universal solvent. The universe's most miraculous molecule, water, is called the universal solvent as it dissolves more substances than any other liquid, including sulfuric acid. Fact 5. Water and salt. The amount of salt in salt water varies. The saltiest water in the world is found in Antarctica in a small lake named Don Juan Pond. Fact 6. A lot can live in one drop of water. There can be a lot of things going on in a single drop of ocean water. It will most likely have millions, you heard it right, it's millions of bacteria and viruses. And it could also have fish, eggs, baby crabs, plankton, or even small worms. Fact 7. Miracle comets. Earth now has life, but was not very different from rest of the planets of our solar system years back. Earth is made of rock material and was a burning lava and eventually cooled down and was always hit by comets over thousands of years. It is believed that during one of these comet visits to Earth that they carried along with them the miraculous fuel which was necessary to ignite life on Earth, which is water. It would take a lot of comets to fill the oceans, but comets could well have made big contribution. Fact 8. Unusual phenomenon of ice floating. Something denser than water, like a rock, will sink to the bottom. Ice floats as it is actually about 9% less dense than water. Since water is heavier, it displaces the lighter ice, causing the ice to float to top. How is ice less dense than water? When a liquid is cooled, more molecules are brought close together and need to be accommodated in a smaller area. Fact 9. Water and human body. A newborn baby is 78% water. Adults are 55 to 60% water. Water is involved in just about everything a body does. It's a big part of the blood that brings nutrition to all our cells. We use it to get rid of waste. It helps us regulate our body temperature. It acts as a shock absorber for our brain and spinal cord. We are very dependent on water. Fact 10. Up and against gravity in plants. Water is able to soak up against the force of gravity with a little help from capillary action. Water is wet. In scientific terms, wetting refers to the tendency of a liquid to stick to a solid. Due to evaporation of water from the cells present on the surface of the leaves, transpiration, a vacuum space is created. This anti-gravitational force that results in upward movement of water through the xylem of the plant.